Oh.
Oh my gosh. Did they really freaking put that in the movie, bro?
You must be Mike.
I swear his name is Dave.
It's Michael, actually.
Okay.
Call me Michael.
So is that the freaking Dave from Fast
So?
and Frights? Or not Fast
Are you
and
ready
Frights?
for the tour?
Silver Eyes. What? Movie version of Circus Baby. Oh, that's actually kind of creepy.
I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way.
Am I tripping, or is that what the marionette said in Ultimate Custom Night?
I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way.
Oh my gosh, Corey is again.
What an asshole.
I feel like I'm gonna hear that same line in the third movie. Okay, here they are.
How about I go talk to him?
What are you gonna say?
I just want to see what's going on
I just
inside
wanna
of
talk to
his head.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. She literally did that one kill from FNAF 2 reimagined. That is actually crazy. We got a reference from one of the fan games. That's crazy.
I do, but first, I have to go pull the heads off some very bad people.
Oh.
You left me to die. All of you did.
That's evil Grandma Freddy talking. Yeah, messing with the facial scanners. Yeah, good, just do that. You have no idea how much I just wanted to do that. Oh, finally, a genuine jump scare in the movie. The only genuine jump scare in the movie. Oh, this ain't even a horror anymore, it's just... Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe my shot.
I think I found a real one.
Found one, the real one. Oh, hold on.
Terrible.
That's the design? Hold up. I always come back. Anyway.
Leaving dead space. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
This
Hold up.
message is intended as a warning. Mike, I wish we
Oh,
had
hold
more
up.
time
I'm
after
glad I
our
stayed.
conversation. There are things you need to be aware of. I was William Afton's business partner for many years. And although the equipment I have left over from the Mike, the marionette... Mike, get out as fast as you can. She's coming for you.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just gonna continue talking about this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Complete, full, no BS thoughts about FNAF Movie 2 after watching it in theaters and after watching after rewatching it through clips. Okay, the intro was one of the highlights of this movie. I think they did an amazing job with that. I feel like they should have shown something like that at the beginning of the first movie to really capture the essence of the lore of FNAF. But it's cool. We are introduced to Charlotte Emily in this movie and how she was killed by William Afton, how she cried for help but was neglected, much like in the minigames. The puppet also appears in this scene coming from below the stage, carrying Charlotte. You know, I'm not gonna lie. The puppet stole the show here in this movie. Most of the movie was mainly about Vanessa overcoming her trauma with her dad and Freddy's. She did what Mike was doing back in the first movie. Taking sleeping pills, putting on some ambient or static sounds, and having these lucid dreams about her dad. Those flashback dreams were also one of the best parts about the movie. That was well done. We got a surprising Circus Baby reveal in that scene too. Skeet Ulrich did a great job as Henry Emily. He didn't get that much screen time, and the only other time we hear him is in the ending credits with the FNAF 6 style voice recording, sounding almost exactly like Dave Steele. We will likely see Henry more in the next movie. It might be like a little showdown between him and William Afton as Springtrap. Freddie Carter as Michael Afton wasn't that bad of an idea. I think he did a decent job. It was no surprise that he was Michael Afton. That should have been obvious when he first appeared on camera. Now, one of my personal favorite parts of the movie was that FNAF 2 gameplay scene. We don't have Mike just sleeping through the nights. The scene plays out like the original game. chaotic. All of the animatronics are near the room. Hurry and put the mask on. You might want to keep it on just in case another animatronic shows up literally 2 seconds later. Basically a movie-fied Night 7 of FNAF 2. And that's really the only time we see the Wizards in the movie. As for the toy counterparts, I feel like the attention was set more on Toy Chica than any of the other animatronics. Megan Fox did great as Chica. Kellen Goff did awesome as always as Toy Freddy. And in hindsight of what I was thinking in the back of my head earlier, I actually appreciate MatPat for putting his own spin on Toy Bonnie instead of it just being funny YouTuber voice cameo, whatever, like the memes of his casting we're thinking of. The design of all of the animatronics are fire, if I haven't said that enough. It's just a shame that we couldn't see the Wizards for longer, but at the same time, I think they had enough screen time, so I was thinking I would see Jeremy Fitzgerald in this movie. Like, my original theory was that he would befriend Mike while discovering the FNAF 2 location. He would talk about how it was working here. Maybe he'll say that he complained about conditions, and then he would eventually be killed by Mangle, and then Mark would come out of nowhere saying, was it the part of 87? In all seriousness, I was wondering why we didn't see him. Maybe it just didn't work out for the plot that they were going with or whatever. Speaking of Markiplier, he's unfortunately not in this movie either. Very expected because Iron Lung was still in production when this movie's production started. But Iron Lung's final trailer released, and we finally got a release date for it, which means that it's either in the final stages of post-production or it's just straight up finished. And I'm certainly watching that in theaters. But anyway, we might see Mark in the third movie unless he decides to make, I don't know, a date with the Markiplier Part 2 or something. One thing I did like about the first movie that I noticed after rewatching it a few times was the faithful structure of the nights in between the movie. Night 1, nothing's really going on. Night 2, Foxy's up. Night 3, Freddy's active, and the rest of the nights just get crazier. We didn't really get that with the second movie, but I mean, for the plot that they were going with, that wouldn't have worked out anyway, but that was still a cool touch. I was pretty impressed with the improvement of Mike Schmidt's character here. Mike's trying to move past anything related to Freddy's, including the killing of his brother by William Afton, while Vanessa was just the exact opposite, to say the least. It didn't help that she was the one being targeted for a lot of the crazy stuff happening in this movie, like the possessed Charlotte, the possessed Abby, reuniting with her brother, then that ending that I want to touch up on later. And that brings me to my biggest problems with this movie. One thing that I have said a couple of times on the channel, maybe, a lot more off camera. The first movie was focusing a little too much on the lore and not the horror aspect of Five Nights at Freddy's. The second movie, to me personally, I feel like it fell into that same trap. Was it a little better than the first movie when it comes to being scary? Yeah, but I was still a tad disappointed with that. We did get a couple of kills. Like in the first movie, the most gruesome one was Toy Chica giving the a-hole teacher the red rust treatment. At the final act of the movie, Mike went to the FNAF 1 location to ask the ghost children for help because the marionette was coming for Abby. I don't usually call the puppet the marionette. I don't know why I suddenly called it that. All of the toy animatronics showed up at his house. There was the Michael Afton reveal. Michael wanted Vanessa to join him to continue William's legacy. She refused. So Michael ordered the toy animatronics to kill him. And then the FNAF 1 counterparts came in like the Avengers and killed them. I wonder where I've seen that before. It wasn't even horror anymore after that, it was just action. As that was happening, Michael Afton tried to run away, but was stopped by Jeremiah, and that was literally the last time we seen him in the movie. He was, Michael I'm talking about. He was not shown any other time after that. It was just not talked about at all. Because of everything that happened, Mike Schmidt can no longer trust Vanessa. He fears there might be more she hasn't said, so he's keeping his distance. Jeremiah, Mike, and Abby, they all drove away and left her at the house, where the puppet comes out of the blue and possesses her. And then the movie just ends. Just like that. A freaking cliffhanger. I'm a little upset about that. We got our first look at Springtrap in a post-credit scene, which I thought was really cool. I'm not gonna lie, the way how it revealed Springtrap somehow gave me like FNAF 2 trailer vibes when Scott revealed Withered Bonnie. Was that just me? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, freaking Corey was in this again. Overall, I thought this movie was, from the perspective of a huge fan, all right. I know like about the whole critic score on Rotten Tomatoes and all these other and IMDb or whatever, IMDb, whatever that site is called. Yeah, I know about all that. I'm not really surprised, honestly. The first movie had an even better rating, which is wild. But yeah, yeah, I thought it was alright. Now I didn't say that when I was walking out of the auditorium. I was still feeling some type of way about that ending. So these are my retrospective thoughts on the movie. What do I think they're gonna do for FNAF 3? I don't know. Maybe we might see Henry again. Well, we're definitely gonna see Henry again. There's no maybe on that. We might see. I did see a theory. From this one channel saying that Michael Afton, like the Michael Afton that we see in FNAF 2, is actually like a robot. Now, what the guy was trying to say was Michael was in that stage where he still looks human, though he kind of acts a little robotic, especially like, you know, like just throughout the movie. Like he doesn't really feel like any sort of empathy, any sort of like surprisement when that group died at the restaurant. You remember what I'm talking about? He really just felt nothing. He wasn't scared. He wasn't even intimidated. He was just almost like he was kind of like as the theorist put it, running a test to see. I don't know. He said something like that. But and it's likely that in the third movie we might be able to see him in the third stage where he's all purple, about to rot. Enter just crawls out of him, I guess. Somehow he gets back up, and later on he tries to confront his father in his, you know, spring trap form. So again, like FNAF 2, Michael Afton is like the post sister location, Michael Afton. I don't know. It's something like that. At first, I didn't even want to mention that theory because I thought it was kind of weird, but at the same time, it kind of made sense to me. I don't know. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about that, about the FNAF 2 movie. Again, I thought it was all right. I have a couple of theories of what they could do in the third movie. I'll talk about that another time, though. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and share, whatever you gotta do if you enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.